Hey, my friend said I should do a video for YouTube. He said do a makeup tutorial or something like that. More people will hear about you. Well, I wasn't sure there was a big audience for people watching a 40-year-old man put makeup on, but here I am. Obviously been missing a trick. Well, I should introduce myself, shouldn't I? Like they do on YouTube. Hey guys, it's your clown Foobo coming at you from my dining room. Or something like that. You get the drift. So, a little bit about me. I love my job, or I should say I'm still in love with the thought of doing my job. I was 8-year-old when Choco the Clown first came to our school. It was amazing. We all laughed and cheered. He did magic tricks. Rode a unicycle. Of course, gave us all balloon animals. Standard. I never saw my class as happy as they were that day. I knew from that day at 8 years old I wanted to be a clown. As he drove away from school, about a dozen of us were chasing after him, waving and tears rolling down our faces. Come back, Choco! Now they cry when I turn up. I don't do schools very often now. Too many kids scream and cry and say they're scared of clowns or they hate clowns. And then everyone is scared of clowns. And it becomes an afternoon of trying to keep the tears from rolling down their faces. It's not great. Kid you not, I once did a show at school. It was going okay, there were a few tears, but I was getting through most of my set without a headache. Anyway, I start making balloon animals. A few kids come forward and start to take stuff. So I give it elephant here, dog there, you know, that kind of things. I actually started to enjoy myself with the kids. Well, there's this one kid. He's kind of on the side. So I quietly, calmly move towards him. I'm like, do you want an animal? So I start to make him a butterfly. This will be nice. No word of a lie. Standing there, making this butterfly. He shits himself. Right there, in front of me. Tears in his eyes, staring at me, and I audibly hear the of course I'm devastated for him. I try to console him, but he starts to run, and I'm like, please stop, don't run, I'll get you a teacher. I mean, Unless you're a nurse who gives enemas, or you work for a laxative company, it's never a good day when you go to work and you make someone shit themselves, is it? I think the worst thing is how abusive some kids have become. You know, you've got half of them that are scared of you and won't come near you. And the other half are trying to attack you. I mean, kids have always been nasty to clowns, but now I feel really lucky if I don't come away with it without some sort of bruise. I mean, that's not great, is it? Feeling lucky if I come home without bruises on me. And my feet. Oh God, my feet are the worst. Stomping on my feet to see if I'm size 19. Actually size bloody 19. Of course I laugh and pretend to be fake hair. Ooh, ooh, ooh. When actually some little princess has put her high heel straight on a bruise that I had from the show before. And I want to yell and scream. A few years ago, and I guess still a bit now, I started to get really low, like really down. I started to drink more. Never at gigs, mind you, never. Never went to a gig. Whilst I've been drinking. So I decided to go to the doctor. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, that old chestnut, clown goes to the doctor. Well, no. It's not what you're thinking. But I did assume that the doctor knew what my job was. So I goes in, I said, you know, I'm feeling a little bit down. And I make a joke about my mental health. I say, maybe I should go and see some clowns. Cheer me up. Doctor looks at me. Deadpan. Don't go there. They're bloody horrible. Why would you want to go and do that? That'll make things so much worse. Anyway, I had a few sessions with a therapist, and I'm a lot better now. I'm doing much better. Really am. I mean, it still gets hard some days, but I've never missed a gig. Never missed a gig. But there've been lots of times when I've had phone calls or emails and they say it's for 36-year-olds, and I've been like, oh, really sorry, I've got something else on that day. Suddenly become quite busy. So I start thinking, what are people really scared of? What do they really worry about? Start reading this article, and it says the biggest fears of 25 to 35-year-olds. I mean, I'm a bit past that now, but have a read. So I think, well, what are people struggling with at that age? I mean, I know there's a lot of anxiety and mental health issues with people at that age, but went straight into fears. So I start thinking, at that age, what's my biggest fear? Getting on the property ladder, that was one. But I have my own place now. Really like it here. Maybe Dying alone. That can be a big fear. Not starting a family. I mean, I'm getting on a bit. Spiders. Ugh. Snakes. Ghosts. Dying. Maybe rats. Oh, rats are horrid. No. Clowns. The biggest fear of 25 to 35-year-olds is clowns. I mean, are you actually kidding me? How many Gen Zs are really sat up at night in the bed thinking, oh dearest, I'm finding it very hard to sleep tonight. There's a circus in town. Give me a break. Rupert's there, chewing on his quinoa. Oh, those horrid rainbow costumes and those flowers. What if they squirt me? No, give me a break. This is your fault, Stephen King. Why'd you have to go and choose a clown for it? I hope you watch this. You prick. Anyway, I'm not just doing this for you lovely lot. Not really a tutorial, is it? No. I've got a gig. I mean, you do seem like a lovely lot. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, stalk, that stuff if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, you must be one of them who don't like clowns. As I was saying, not just for you, it's for a gig. For a Hen-do. I know, I was surprised as well. Can't believe a load of women want a clown. So I says, have you got the right one? I was a bit suspicious and confused. Said, I'm not one of those scary clowns, I'm a proper clown. Like, yeah. So I'm not a stripper. Don't take my kit off. No. I was what they wanted. Turns out the bride-to-be loves clowns. Spoken to the maid of honour. She says she likes clowns a lot. And a lot of the girls do as well. You think it'll be great? Fingers crossed, eh? Well, I really hope no one shits himself. Let's put it that way. Sorry, I don't find it funny about the kid. I mean, I hope he got over this. I hope he doesn't watch it. I think I'm mocking him. It's a bad day for me as well. I hope you're alright. I'll jump back on after the gig. Tell you how it went. Two videos in one day, you lucky lot. Last little bit. Meh, meh. See you later.